so it's just coming up to 3. And after training in the evening yesterday, I had a bit of a lie-in. Decided to have breakfast, do some activation, went out in the garden, played a little bit of football, and I'm just coming back from the gym now, doing a little bit of stretching, mobility, and I'm going to go up to the Heath to play some football in about 5 minutes. So when I get to the Heath, over the whole pre-season, to be honest, I've not really used any cones or any goals to practice, but I think technically I've improved, and mentally through visualization and also working on my technique just in the field with a ball, no equipment obviously other than my boots, you can still have a great session. So I'm going to take you through that today, and hopefully the weather's not great, but hopefully the camera will be fine and I'll be able to show you guys what I get up to. Since I've got team training on Monday and Wednesday evenings, I'm having to adapt to a new schedule. So one of the benefits is I get to do what I want, but obviously one of the negatives is that there's a lot less structure for me to now follow. But with football being the priority in my life, I think there are some benefits of training in the afternoon, coming up to 3. Of course, on the Saturday, every Saturday we play our games at 3 o'clock. So I actually think it's quite a good time to train at, as I'm getting my body used to the time that we play matches. But when you're full time, that's not always possible, and generally you never really train at 3 p.m. because everyone wants to train in the morning, get off and do what they need to do in the afternoon. Of course, back when I was in the academy, we used to train in the evenings, 7:30, 6 p.m, 7 p.m. And what's interesting really is that when you start playing pro, of course, there's games every single Tuesday, or nearly every other Tuesday at 7:30. So you're having to adapt to playing in the evening, sleeping late as a result, and then training in the morning all the time. So the fact that even this year we'll be playing a lot of Tuesday evening games, your mind and your body really have to get used to playing and being comfortable to play at all times rather than the morning. You never have a game in the morning now, so I think that's a massive benefit. And with the weather being a little bit rainy, a little bit miserable today, it's actually perfect to have a nice session. The ball will zip on the grass nicely. This Heath's not seen any water all summer, so it should be a good session. Alright, so I've just done 2 laps of this field, running. I'm going to do a little warm up, then we'll get with a ball. times. hiding the ball, protecting the ball with my left foot, my body in the way of it. Just visualising the game where the opposition is going to be without any cones. Every time you do a trick or a skill, for example a step over, visualise where that defender is, see your shoot. Make them as clean as possible. So away from the ground, not into the ground pushing it. So this would be the same with my left foot. Push away. This is a skill that I really want to start incorporating more in the game. I see lots of players do it. I've done it occasionally, but it's so effective because the defender has to block. Yeah, so you get half a yard to put across then. That's one skill that I practice a lot by myself, but I need to personally start bringing that into training and then hopefully incorporate it within match situations as well. Kicking the ball up a little bit higher, it might take me away from pressure.
What's your best skill?
My best skill?
Yeah.
Like in the air or on the floor?
In the air. I'm having a try out just for balance.
So now I'm going to pick the intensity up, just work on accelerating after any skill that I do, and some dribbles with a bit more speed just to get a few sprints in, a few little decelerations in as well, with change of direction, just to get some conditioning in whilst being with the ball. we are gonna drop the intensity, just keep it up in the air. Get a feel for the ball before I do some technical work. And we'll most likely probably call it a day. Keep going. So there's no target I'm really aiming for. This is all, normally as an 11-side pitch I'll have the markings on the goal, but now in the off season, for the whole pre-season, all I've been doing is visualising where I want to cross it, if it's a whip technique, if it's a driven pass, visualise my target and really just focus on the spin of the ball, how I strike it, how cleanly I strike it, and yeah, just have a bit of fun with it. Higher. Strike as soon as possible. Clean through the ball. So that's me done. You might have noticed that the inside of my boot is breaking a little bit, so I was going down to kind of really push it down. It's more broken now, so I might have to wear different boots next time. But the reason I did that is because, well, one, I don't want to waste another pair of boots playing up here, but also to practice on striking it as cleanly as possible without having my foot brush the grass, to just work on striking it as cleanly as possible. Similar to if you're striking it barefoot, I wouldn't want to kick the floor with my feet, it's going to scrape them, it's going to be uncomfortable, and in return you also get a cleaner strike with whatever technique that you choose to do. Other than that, I didn't want to do too much, but I wanted to make the most of the fact that I'm training by myself, just to really focus on my technique rather than trying to run around trying to do a set of like 10-second sprints, high intensity sprinting or any running, because I'm not obviously with a team today, so there's no point trying to recreate something that's not possible, and instead it's just better to get the most out of what I have. And today that was just obviously a couple of balls, one ball and a field. So hope you enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you all again at some point.